morning. Doing a hot load, headed for some more corn ground. We've got wind coming. I was wanting to start earlier than this, but we're 49 degrees right now. So temperature-wise, we're a little bit on the cold side. We can leave with one tank, get 100 acres in real quick before the winds. I perimetered a 138 acre field last night. I'm going to watch the gusts. If I decide to get one more in or even a half, I'd sneak it, but I don't want to do a bad job. Seeing gusts come and the wind app, I mean, it's pretty accurate. They'll be here. We've got rain in the forecast. Here an inch and a half total over a couple days. I think we're going to stab some corn in the ground, maybe a few beans. The strip till's going to run today. I'm going to spray, but that's not going to last long with the wind, so we'll see what all's going on. It's going to be an interesting ride today. Barn lot is full. I better not back into my own planter. Oh, that'd be terrible. Don't do that. It's right behind me. Barn lot's a little jammed up. The guys are going to all be heading to the field, so it'll be a big, big day. Okay, guys, we pulled in the field. Now, Brian planted this the other day. Got floats on, they're not up. We're going to drive over the top of them. Now what we have in the tank won't kill the corn. This started, I've checked my wind on my app. Oh, beautiful. So we're going towards the ditch, but we got a 12 gust, 6 sustain. Got 2.5 hours. We'll get this. So I'm going on the bottom end of my pressure. I'm at 20 psi. That'll keep any drift from happening, keep my boom down on the ground. Okay, we gotta be extra cautious here. The wind is blowing towards this grass. I'm gonna run my boom right down on the ground and really run it on the ground when I start it, because boom pressure starts at 40 psi and then it falls off when your rate controller realizes it needs to be down. But that initial puff, you've got to watch and have your boom on the ground when that happens, because you're overrate a little bit anyway at that very start. Now I chose to run this area. Both of these areas are the most sensitive to the wind of the entire tank that we're going to spray here. So I'm doing those first, working the direction of the wind, knowing it's coming here in a little bit. Got my 60-foot perimeter done, folding out to 120 feet. Got my outer booms turned on, going to flip those out. Got my NORAC set. As the day progresses, I'll keep dropping my boom down. You can get by with quite a bit when you run the boom close to the ground. Keep my speed down slightly, carrying about 30 pounds of nozzle pressure. There's the NORAC, you can see it working up and down. Hey, I'm last pass at Roan. I've got 500 left. I don't know, I didn't look at the wind app yet, but Bryden Farm's opened up. You know, I'll be in half-mile rows pretty quick. I don't know if we should bring it for a half load or not.
Yeah, I mean, whatever we need to do is fine.
Yeah, if you want to bring it, we could meet on the Bryden Farm. I'd be moving there here in just a minute. I think that we could get another tank out. You'll see my lights light up when I enter my zone where I sprayed the end row, and boom, sprays off. One to grow on. pit stop here. We're gonna keep going. The wind's not here yet, but we're within the hour. I've got this field perimetered so I can push it, and then I've got another one. I've got some perimeter done on that I can finish this tank out in, and then we're actually gonna run about 100 gallons of water through it just to rinse things out, make sure we're clean. Make sure my boom primed. I cleaned the boom filters. So we should get this tank done. That's gonna be 200 acres today before the wind. You know, what we were looking at last night, that's better than expected. So I was trucking along, my rate just dropped, and my filter must be plugged solid. So we're gonna go see what that's doing. Now I've shut all my tank. I got 900 gallons still on board. I shut the valves. Sometimes I can get that to work. We're gonna see. We'll get some gloves on. I don't like dropping the filter when there's a lot in the tank like this. Script tail bar running in the same field. We're a little windy, so I've slowed way down. Just got a little bit left. I'm gonna get this emptied out. Kept plugging. I pulled the filter a couple times. I don't know. It does that every once in a while. So we're gonna get to the end of this tank and stop anyway. So we'll clean everything up and try to figure out what was wrong. We got it empty. I run 100 gallons through it, and it sounded like it was idling funny. Well, it's doing a pollution burnout, is what I call it. It's cleaning its DPF filter. This little light right here illuminates. I don't know if you can see it. It goes to a high idle, and you just have to leave it run. It sits here and burns fuel and burns all that out. Then the sensor will tell you it's okay to go on. So we're going to be sitting here in limp mode for a little bit, just letting it run and burn fuel. Here's our big main filter. We're going to go get a big pair of pliers and loosen that. There's cottage cheese will come out, and then you know what your problem is, and I don't see any of that, so I don't know. Put a little water through it real quick over here at the trailer. Got the boom unfolded. It's a good time to do the weekly grease fittings. There's some up here on the mast, and there's a couple, and as I was looking, this is loose. Seen just a little oil. I was trying to find it. That's an O-ring underneath there. Probably just loosened the packing nut. Maybe an O-ring needed. I don't know. Probably just the packing nut loosened. Looks like I've been hitting. Operator's been hitting trees. So we've got two grease fittings here. That gets these little plungers, keeps them free. There's grease fitting here, that main pins up here. So not bad. Then we do the 4 legs. And they're daily. Well, not quite daily. I do them daily. So you got a grease fitting here. And then they did a real nice thing. They put grease banks. There's 4. The tower. You look up there, the steering and the tower, those lines run to those, and it grazes that. That runs up and down. Those shafts do, so they need lubricated. Same with the big chrome one there, that's the leg that runs up and down. As long as you keep that good and lubed up, usually don't cause any trouble. Our other one was on original bushings, and it had like 3,400 hours, so they run a long time if you take care of them. amazed that the grease gun had grease in it. That's rare. Usually the grease guns are always out of grease. Getting this pin on the underneath side. While it's doing its burnout, I'm gonna get the DEF. We keep a shuttle of DEF. Bride went to the truck stop and filled it for us. It's the easiest way. We don't need a lot. Sprayer, I mean, I've burnt 3/4 of a tank of DEF to a tank of fuel. We gotta raise it up in the air. It's easier doing the booms are unfolded, so this is perfect timing. We're gonna be winded out today. Brian was helping in the strip till bar. I think he'll come run the corn planter soon. I'll probably go to the field and help him. He's planted, I believe, 60 acres is all the corn we planted. Brennan left with the bean planter, and he's got a 70 and a 40 essentially to do today. They're a little rougher, so they're slow, burn some time up. There's Brian, he just got back. But you gotta get used to it because everything modern diesel runs DEF. I don't want to get that in my face. Pit stop for some seed. We're gonna finish this out. We've got 900 pounds. It's gonna split 450 between two boxes, or the two hoppers. Brought the corn tender, put a box of 6374 on. Brian's planted out 100 acres this afternoon, and just gonna do 100 more. Whew, it's windy. I hope it's not just making a disaster of the video. He's only backed up to the tender, well, 0 times. Filled up with boxes up until then. Been running the Challenger on the corn planter. It's been working great. He's got 138 down across the road, 60 on down, and this is 75 that he'll do next. That's quite a bit done. I'll take it. When he stops, as he fills with seed, we'll go around and look, see if any loose parts, any oil leaks, things like that. 2014 Kinze 4900. We bought it on an online auction 2 seasons ago. Had a little oil leak down here, and he fixed it. This is where he blew a line earlier. There it is. I didn't get that on video. I think these are 120 bushel total capacity. Whew, it's a little more quiet in here. Kinze 4900. Nice, cheap, reliable horsepower. Challenger. gambling on this rain, but most of them have fizzled out. They haven't been as bad. So if this rain doesn't go, we're getting a lot of crop in the ground. If it floods, we got a lot of work to do again. It's a gamble. I think it'll work out. It's coming. You can feel it's cooled down. Nose getting here, strip till rig to go down the road safely. We raised the cart. It's got the hydraulic lift assist cart. And it's got 2 valves here. Got a couple bearings that I want to look at on it. We were driving and my Ranger started to miss out. No, I pulled up the codes. I got a misfire on a couple cylinders. I guess I'll put that on the list too. Shouldn't be though. Dang dummy lights on. Shoot. Beam planer has to go in the barn. It leaks, and I am not fighting that. So it's inside. Fertilizer semi-trailer is my second worry. It's inside. We've got a Quonset because our strip till bar is so wide it won't go through our barn door, so it fits in the Quonset. And I've got it cleared out, so we've got just a straight shot in the barn. It looks like the rain's I don't know if he'll get there or not. He's only like 3 miles here from the farm, so it's not bad, but 3 miles seems like an eternity if you're that wide, can't see. Alright, just got done. He's folding up and the rain has just started. That coming?
Well, no, but it's here. I'll just take it to the farm and park it.
Everybody making a run for it. We're so close to home. This isn't my house, by the way. We're so close to home, we may as well get the planters there so we can grease them there in the barn lot. We need tools. Now this Kinze folds up nice. These back axles flip forward. And when they do, you can kind of see here, it also makes a safety. So your safety's in as well. It uses a longer cylinder and there's a few more things to grease, but it makes the wheelbase a little shorter, so it's easier to go in and out of your field entries. If you enter on an angle, you can see we're kind of top heavy there. And by that wheelbase being a little shorter, it makes our entry and exit to these fields just a little more safe than what that is. Everybody's headed for the house. Co-op, they're done too. It's pretty wild. If you drove around the neighborhood, you would see all of us doing the same thing. It's kind of like a rain ritual. We're all trying to head either for cover or for back for the barnyard, something close by where we can work on our stuff. We don't want to park it out in the mud. You can't work on it. I guarantee you need to work on it. So here's another thing. He almost drags right there. The Kinze's got better ground clearance than some, and still you gotta watch. You can exit a field late at night and rip your row cleaners off or mess up a row unit and not even know you did it. Chase is on. Well, it's pouring rain and now my Ranger sounds sick. That code must be legit. The motor just kind of sounds flat. Oh. The Kinze have been in the trash. I'll have to get out and fix that. Man, this thing's sick. I'm going to look into that. That means it's raining. Woo! A little lightning. Got a lot of metal around here. So that won't go in this barn. The door's not wide enough. That bar's too wide. It's too wide for everything. But it'll go right in that Quonset, and it's like a perfect fit. So it can hog up all the area, and it doesn't matter. Now we got a tire guy coming here in a few... Yeah, here in a little while. So we've got front tires going on, both front wheel assist Challengers, and it's going to get those all set up. That way he can work on those. Got the Challenger set out. I don't think we're going to be doing tires today now. We are getting wet and getting lightning. Putting new front tires on. Both of these Challengers, they are done. Well, guys, I think that's our cue to go home. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you again next time.